I used to put on a show. I used to live my life performing for others. If a stranger I needed to please told me to jump, I'd probably Amazon Prime the clown suit to go along with it. I used to do some real clown shit. Living was not an option, especially because of the expectations that I had bestowed upon me and the expectations I had for myself. I honestly kept up performing for most of my life because I thought that it would make everyone happy, and if it made everyone else happy, it would make me happy, right? But what I came to realize in my late 20s is honestly, it just drained me mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally just to keep everyone else happy and perform for them. And so before we get into the difference between performing and living, hi, my name is Crystal Lee. I am a manifestation and mindset coach. My channel is dedicated to self-love, wellness, healing, and manifesting everything you've ever desired in your life. And be sure to stick around and subscribe for more, okay? So what's the difference between performing and living your life? That's a great question, isn't it? Performing and living can be two contrasting ways of being in the world. Performing often means putting on a show for others, being performative, and performing in front of others in hopes that they will like you and like who you are in return. Performing is about meeting external validations, hoping to get the approval from others outside of you, and rather than being true to oneself. But living on the other hand is being present in the moment. Not getting lost in what we hope others think of us, but truly showing up as our highest and best selves, engaging as our most authentic us. And living, unlike performing, where performing is based off of external validations and hoping for the approval of others, living is really about personal growth and introspection, and also finding meaning in one's experiences. For a long time, I wanted to be accepted by others. So I put on my mask and I performed. If you needed eldest daughter Crystal, the most responsible eldest daughter in the room, I was her. If you needed superhero Crystal at work who gets everything done on time, no missed deadlines, and you're working that 9 to 5 and after hours, I was her. I put on a mask because I was afraid of rejection. And so in that search, I actually rejected myself. The thought of me abandoning myself before others could abandon me seemed to make sense at the time. But the more that I abandoned myself, the more I ran into trouble with me. I honestly experienced a great loss of my identity. While performing seemed to satisfy my viewers, it left me feeling so empty inside. It was exhausting and stressful, and the pressure to keep performing really burnt me out, and I was so tired. So freaking tired. And if performing was about external validations, living was about inner peace. And internal peace was so needed and necessary. Underneath my clown mask was honestly just a person who was looking to be loved and accepted. But even more so, underneath that mask, I came to realize that the person who really needed to love and accept me was me. And that's when I realized I no longer wanted to perform. I really wanted to live my life. And I honestly really wanted to live my life free from the expectations of others, free from the expectations people have bestowed upon me, and also free from the expectations, the unrealistic expectations I placed on myself to continuously be perfect, to continuously be something that honestly is not what I want. I started to ask myself, who did I want to become? Who was she? Now that I had decided to free myself of these expectations, I was able to become whoever I wanted to be. So who did I want to be? I decided I wanted to be the highest and best version of me. And that version of me was strong, brave, courageous, open-minded, opinionated, tactful, dressed up when I felt like it, put on makeup when I felt like it, didn't wear makeup when I felt like it, dressed down when I felt like it. And how others perceived me was no longer a concern to me. As long as I knew that I was showing up as my highest and best self, that I was giving myself all of me in all the best ways I could, I was happy. I was extremely happy. I also stopped engaging in conversations that no longer served me. Conversations about how people wish that they could achieve more or do more and yet did not move an inch, did not do anything in their lives. The crab bucket mentality where they were always like, oh man, that's totally undoable. We can never do that. Or folks who just wanted to engage in gossip about others and their lives and how they're doing when really I could be using that time to grow. I searched with a group of friends. I searched for a group of friends and I connected with family members who aligned with me in my vision, who wanted to walk a path of healing and also living their own true authentic lives, who also wanted to live their own authentic lives, who resonated and aligned with mine. And so with all of this in mind, I started to slowly become her until I became all of her. I started to peel away layers of the mask and take it off little by little until I finally became myself, the best version of me. I avoided places that did not make me feel welcomed and avoided places that honestly drained me. And I started to reflect on why I was looking for all of that external validation all of this time, to truly heal upon that and realize that I never needed anyone's external validation. And I realized I've only been truly seeking for my own validation. And I realized I was coming to a place where maybe not everyone will understand me or accept me, but that it was also no longer my business or my concern whether they did or not. My only goal was to start showing up and living as my highest and best self. And then along the way, I learned living is about experiencing life in its truest form without any facade or pretense. Living allowed for a genuine connection, connecting me with my truest self, and to genuinely experience the world in a genuine way. Living allowed me to live an authentic life in which I finally knew what it meant to be loved and accepted, not by all, but by me. And so now let me ask you, are you ready to live? Hey, what's up? It's Crystal, your favorite manifestation and mindset coach. I'm currently accepting new clients, and if you'd like to know what our sessions are like, feel free to learn more or book it here. Take care. Bye.